All right, there we go. Welcome everybody to today's Academy of Animated Art live Facebook session. My name is Mike Tanzillo, and today we've got a few things that we're going to go over. We are first going to announce the winner of our September Lighting Challenge. We are also going to announce the October Lighting Challenge, and then we're going to do some lighting critiquing. So I'm going to share my screen, take you guys away on what we are up to today. So again, let's take a look. We've got our lighting challenge submissions for the month of September with Poker Puss. Very excited about this. We also have, and I want to draw attention to this. I lost it here for just a second. Here it is, our October lighting challenge. So this is a spooky haunted house. Thought that would be fitting for the Halloween month. We have the original design on the right by the incredible artist Justin Gladys. He is an environment artist at Blue Sky Studios. He also does matte painting. He's an amazing compositor, just an amazing all-around artist. So Justin designed this, and then we took it to our asset creator, Sarah Tarr, who built it, created textures for it, and all that good stuff. So make sure you check that out in our asset library. But the main reason why you all are probably here today is to hear the announcement for the September Lighting Challenge winner. And y'all, I cannot tell you what an amazing job. I know I say that every month, but every month it's absolutely true. Like, look at some of these submissions. I love John Philippe's the super neon shot with just this red lights, this magenta light spilling into the scene, picking up all these highlights in here, just like really getting a feel for this rim on the character and like the blue fill, the shaping on the cards. Everything is really working together extremely well. Matteo, this one is the color balance and the attention and the focus that you did with like leading some of the lines back to the character, getting the character, the warmer yellow character to read over the background, making the change to the asset necessary in order to achieve that. We've got this very cool rim light, the choice to darken these cards in the foreground to really get us to focus back on the character and use those as almost a framing element. Just getting all of like simple stuff, like getting all of these guys to focus in back here. Just all this stuff is just drawing attention back on our main character. Really beautiful stuff. Jen, love the color scheme of this. Love the like little bit of attention we were able to get here on the middle. Again, the rim, the focus, the shaping, so much good stuff going on. Just like Dari, you did like, this was the original reference. This was from Chris Ayers at Disney. You matched this so well. I'm so excited to share this with him. He's going to be pumped to see this. But like, look at the work that you did on these specular highlights coming down through the nose. Just love how you were able to pick up that initial reference and translate it and really kind of make it even. I think it actually even looks better than the original. Like this, it just, you've taken it a step further. So all that being said, we've got all of these great images, and I'll go through them quickly right after this. I am ready to announce the winner, and the winner of the September Lighting Challenge is going to be Tian Momo. So Joy, you did an absolutely brilliant job with this. So for those who don't know, this was the reference was from Rounders, and it's animated, which is an additional challenge. So there are a lot of very good submissions here. A lot of strong work, good color combinations, strong composition, strong shaping, good stories being told with your lighting. This one took it a step further because it's like a gymnast or a diver. It added a layer of complexity, and it's not only the animation. It's not just that you were able to get the frame range rendered cleanly, which is not easy to do, get the sample sizes right, get everything kind of balancing well. Somebody pointed this out in the comment because you all are brilliant, but I just want you all to pay attention. And if you can't see it on this page, like check out our YouTube link later because the quality will be a little better. But I just want you to watch these, the cards here in the foreground. Watch as the light is focused on them and then slowly fades down. You will never notice that. Like the audience would not notice that in the shot, but it allows us the opportunity to shift our focus back to the character, right? So it just fades down here, and now we're allowed to pick up. So this idea of crafting a scene with 2 focal points and getting that transition is really, really, really powerful. And I don't want that to go understated, because that's a really, really brilliant job by you. But getting this, the tentacles animated. I love to look at these rivets, the way that they are able to still pick up, it's just, in a lot of the situation in the shot, you make things look good twice, and it's not easy to do that seamlessly in a shot. I love some of the artistic choices you made, like adding the rim light from this TV. This shot just feels like it's one happy family. It's just like one solid thing. So a really, really brilliant job, Joy. I think it's well deserved there. And I think you should be very proud of the work that you did there. But again, the goal of this is to make sure that we have demo reel worthy work. Aaron, you worked so hard and we progressed so far in the class on this. And I just love, you were able to get those dark values that we were looking for. I just love some of the work that you were able to get here. Alexandra, this, again, I love the color scheme, getting the red character to pop over the background. Infiltrating his red with this yellow light is not easy, and you did it really well. The light to dark fall off is really beautiful. This is a demo reel worthy piece. Kleber, I know you said you're still working on it, but you're off to a great start. Like all of these, Danny, again, the structure of this works out so well. We just need to work on refining those details, getting that glow, getting that volume to feeling right. Getting like some of the, this right here looks a little bit too metallic, but then that one looks a little too even. So just like getting more shaping, getting those plus points, but what you have already is such a strong structure. Daniel, again, very cool stuff. I would love for you to get that background in there. But again, structures there, you're doing a brilliant job with the wetness and the moisture of the octopus skin, which is not easy. Dari, again, just this one's looking just really great. The biggest holdup on this one was just that it matched the reference that we provided, which isn't bad. It's just like we like to see people push it to that next creative level to insert some of their own voice into the shot. Donica, this is the best thing I've seen you make by far. This is beautiful. It's really clean and simple. There's just like let's just clean up this horizon line. Let's get that to feel like we're falling back into space here. Let's just, like this edge is a little tight. Just some small detail stuff, but your structure is really there, darkening some of these foreground elements to really kind of make that really frame it up a little bit more nicely. Forrest, love your camera work, man. Very cool. It's a unique look on the shot that we haven't seen before. Love the little reflections. Love that we're doing warm over cool here. I would just like, and this is so hard, is just to get some more shaping here in these foreground cards. And because we're so close, now we're starting to see some of this faceting, which stinks, but we got to smooth those out a little bit. All around really cool stuff there. Glory, very, very cool. You're matching the Blade Runner reference really nicely. It would just be nice the way that she's getting this nice like warm bounce light on her face to kind of simulate that a little bit stronger to really get the focus in on her there. But the smoke is looking great. All the elements are looking great. Again, I love the design of this one. I think it's super cool, and it's like got that wow factor right when you look at it. Jen, I love this since your first iteration. One thing, you just want to clean up some of these edge lines here. Again, this edge of the card is still feeling like kind of jaggedy and stair-steppy, but super detailed stuff. Also, take a look at like what others were able to achieve in some of the specularity on the skin. I would push to reach that point as well. Juan, this is looking really nice. The character himself is just a little bit low contrast. We want to up the contrast on that character to really get him going. But like the blue light coming in, creating these shaping on these barrels, just all good stuff. Matayo, this you made it really hard with, because this is such a beautiful, well-composed shot. The Joy was able to take home the prize from this one, but you should be extraordinarily proud and get this on your demo reel as soon as possible, because it is a extremely strong piece. Nigel, huge progress from you on this one. I love, like, you're really starting to feel the underwater, and you're facing a difficult challenge of like, how do we get these dark values in the foreground but still get the character shape up? And you're starting to balance that. We're really starting to get a feel for that. And I'm excited to continue working through that with you in our class. Ramon, really nice here. It's just that, like, getting some of this to be a little bit darker. The shaping on the character is pretty flatly lit from the front. Again, check out some of the other ones. You're getting good specular highlights here on the tentacles. Let's get some on the skin too. And then creating some more shaping in the background. It's nice that it's nice and dark, but it'd be good to get a little more life back there. Jayam, like, let's see, is this the animated one? Yeah. Another animation here. Really, really cool stuff. Again, the technical challenges of lighting an animated shot are above and beyond what a still is. And I think that you accomplished that well. It's just a matter of, let's push some more color into the scene. Your lights feel very neutral. Let's like really, really emphasize the story that you're trying to tell with color. Like, think about it in terms of color palette and really push it that way. Yes, this is the reference again, boxing match on TV. I love that you made the artistic choice to really amplify that, which is something they couldn't do in a live action film. And then Tyler, love the color scheme. Love that you're pushing, you're getting this light bouncing up underneath. Really, really great stuff all around. And I would be very, I think you're off to a good start. Again, it's just a matter of getting that detail stuff in there, getting the small things, because the large stuff is kind of in place. So very excited to look at that with you. So great job, everybody. You all should be very proud. I'm going to hop over now and to Photoshop and do a little more critiquing of the current work. So we have Alfredo has a couple of submissions here. This beautiful pumpkin, beautiful pool. Ashley has this brand new shot, which is referenced from When Harry Met Sally. Which is takes place. Is this When Harry Met Sally? No, this is You've Got Mail. Right? Yeah, Tom Hanks, You've Got Mail, which takes place right over here in the Upper West Side of New York City, which is a lot of fun. And then Grayson, we've got an update to your shot here. So, want to go through each one of these. I wanted to start with Alfredo in the pool. So I think you're doing. I think it's going really well, but I want to take this into Nuke and show you how we can really get that softness that we were seeing in the reference image. Because I think that your colors are good. I like that you desaturated this. I think that everything is working out really well. I just think there's some little things that we can do to really push it to the next level. And that is to get some nice glow. So the way that I would do that is, well, first off, okay, well, I'll show you here. So the first thing I do is I create a keyer node, which allows me to highlight just or isolate just the highlights. And you'll see that, like, moving this around doesn't actually change anything. You have to look at the alpha channel. So pushing this up and really just kind of like narrowing in on the super highlights. So like something, I'd say along like this level, like this. I just want to grab these. And then usually what I do from here is I take the original, and because I want to pull some color into this, but you'll notice here that it's going to be, it's not actually doing that because, well, first off, I didn't change it to an inside yet. So you want to take this inside of that, and it is working a little bit now. That's funny. So one thing that you want to do with this is this original JPEG actually doesn't have an alpha channel, so you want to make sure to shuffle in an alpha, just like a pure white alpha. So now if you look at the alpha here versus here, you've got something to build on, so it's not just like empty background there. Okay, so we've got this in the key, and we're just isolating inside here because, again, we want to pull some of those colors in. Now I want to blur this up, just do 10 for now, and then I want to merge this back over the original by plussing it and adding those values. So now you can see, like, we're just getting a little bit more of that. Like, I'm looking at the edge of these window frames because you don't want it to be like perfect, perfect, perfect. You want it to be a little bit blurred. You want that light to kind of come screaming in. In fact, I'm even going to push this a little bit further. Like, I want this blur to kind of be a little bit like broader, and then I'm just going to take it down a little bit, so it's not It's not quite as super overpowering, but it's just like a little bit bigger and a little bit softer. So now you can see like from here to here. And I think that really, really helps make a big difference overall. And then if you want, so that's just isolating it to the highlights. If you want to add it kind of like globally to it, another way of doing that, just to show a different version, is to add this glow node. And by default, it's very powerful. Like it goes way too much, but you can go in here and take down the brightness. You can even like tint it up. You can mess with the saturation a little bit and go from there. So let's take this down even more. So let's just call it 0.1. And then what I would do after that is I would just take down these edges a little bit. Let's just create a little bit more vignetting here, because it is just kind of like spilling off the edge. So what I'm doing is I'm taking this roto shape. I am, blurring the edge. I'm inverting it so we just have the middle. And then we are going to take this. And we're just going to kind of grade down the outer edge of it just a little bit. Doesn't need to be much, just like a little something to help. Now you can see, from where we began to where we ended up, there's just more glow, a little more softening around the edge, a little more focus in the middle, and I think that'll really help you out a lot. So again, this is just working from the JPEG, but you'll be able to achieve much more detail and much better results from the actual original base render. Love this shot. I do think that we can continue. Like I looked at the where you were, and you push the warmth a little bit more, and I think that's really nice. I like that you're getting this touch of rim now on the coffee mug. I would like to see just a touch, a little bit more like bounce light kind of coming up in here. So just like a little bit more warmth on the bounce light if you can. Like just like a little lift from underneath it would be really nice. And then overall, I still think we can go just a touch warmer in some of this stuff. And let's see if we can I want to push the highlights just a little bit more. I know you're going for like a very soft thing, but I think the highlights can come up just a little bit, and we can go just a touch bit warmer. But all in all, this is looking great. The scans look great. The shaping that you're getting, the pumpkin itself is looking great. The cup's looking very good. The bread, I'm wondering, I guess it's pretty much all we can do with bread. Like this part is flat. It's not doing us any favors. There's no specularity in there. Maybe if you can, just try and get like a super subtle shape coming down there. Maybe just like a little something. And I think that would be good. Ashley, so we've got you're up with our You've Got Mail reference. So the biggest thing about this reference is we've got cool or warm over cool. The characters are very warm. The background's very cool. You're getting some rim light on them. Definitely they're being lit from the outside. In yours, the outside now feels a little greener, and the characters aren't quite. I mean, their skin's a little bit warm, but like the rest of them feels like his white shirt feels like it's being influenced by that coolness. I would really like for the background to go a little bit more, like all this stuff out here to go a little bit more blue. The skin is okay tone, like hue wise right now, maybe just a little more specularity, but like overall their hair, their shirt, especially her hair, we really want to read those as being a little bit warmer. The position of the light is good, but it's not that bright out there. It feels a little bit overcasty in this one. This one feels a little, like this outside even feels a little brighter, but their rim light or their main light from the outside is not getting as bright as this. So just tone that down a little bit. It's interesting because the window now feels very far away, which I guess is fine. Like if you notice the relationship between her and her reflection versus him and his reflection out there, like they just feel a little bit further away. If there's any way to bring that reflection a little closer, that'd be dope. And then we can go from there. But I think that's our main focal point at this point. Grayson, I think this is looking really nice. I love what the progress that we made. I didn't pull in the old ones, but I do think, because I want it, sometimes it's nice to look at it with reference, and sometimes it's just nice to kind of look at it on its own. And I still feel like we can get more, like keep pushing that specularity in the skin tone. Like it'll require possibly painting a new specularity map, just because the default version of this guy isn't as much as it wasn't intended to be, as much as what we're trying to push here. So just really getting that, like I'm starting to see it here, but like looking at his nose in the center of his face, it's all just kind of like mushing and flattening out just a little bit. And it'd be really nice to get some more specular highlights coming down his cheeks to really help separate that. His shirt feels a little green. It's probably technically accurate, but I would just like, if you can in the comp, just if you can grab a crypto mat and just shift that a little bit more blue, that would help out a lot. And then just from a logic sense, like this light is really cool and you can feel that it's attached to this, but it's brighter on his face than it is on the wall, and the light's right there. So I think we might have to go a little bit brighter than the reference from the film. So I think that like this and this can go a little bit brighter. And then it would be great too, if you could just put like a something off camera, like just a plane or something that picks up some reflections in his hair, just to kind of get some more shaping in the hair as well. And then maybe just a touch, like 8%. Oh, that's a terrible 8% brighter, like right here in the middle from the TV, just on his chest to kind of lift up underneath him a little bit more. So, all right, that is it for today. Let me hop over, stop sharing my screen. Let me hop over into Facebook, see if anybody has any questions or if there's anything that y'all need before we hop off for the day. Let's see, where we go. There we go. Jorge says, thanks. These are great notes. I'm just starting and looking forward to submitting for review, learning a lot. Absolutely. If you want to see more, and this goes for anybody, if you want to see more lighting critiques, check out our YouTube channel. We post daily ones for our students there. Mondays and Fridays, I go live with them. Here on Facebook, we may be switching that up and doing it on YouTube. We'll let you guys know. But yeah, that's it for today. Again, huge congratulations to Joy. I'll go ahead and write that in the chat window now. Hello, Dari. How's it going? And I will do a separate post to congratulate her as well. So have a great day, everyone, and I will talk to you all very soon. Bye. I was not prepared to do that. I did not have my Zoom window open to say bye. Okay, so now, bye, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful day. Talk to you soon.